A new Gallup poll shows that Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton are the most admired man and woman in the world, and this is Hillary's 20th time topping that list. Judith Miller, Pete Hegseth, and Katherine Timpf are back with me. 20 times the most admired woman. That tells me a lot of things, including that Hillary's been around for a while.
Exactly. But once again, that's another reason to remember what Governor Huckabee said. She is Teflon. She is a figure, especially for women who are older than millennials. She represents the fight for women. And look, this is a popularity. How many people in America even know other people? The numbers in this poll are very, very small, Charles.
What do you mean, the amount of people polled?
The amount of people.
But Gallup is pretty well. Here's the thing.
No, I'm not knocking the poll. What I'm saying is the number of people who've selected her as number one.
What the heck is this all about? Is it just really about who's in the news most recently? Because I understand that she's an icon to some people, but what do you think you can argue that Hillary Clinton has really achieved to be the most admired woman?
Nothing. I really hope that it's just because she's in the news a lot. I really do, because otherwise that's really, really sad, because she hasn't really achieved anything. She has a lot of titles also, in addition to being in the news a lot, but she's been on more than Mother Teresa, which I'd argue might have some more thing you'd want to emulate.
She's got 2 miracles, right?
Because she's got some miracles.
She's going to be
a saint, and then Hillary's just, annoying and lies. So,
Pete, listen, there's polls come out every day. We're swamped with them, but the idea of being admired. Now, on the male side, you got Donald Trump tied with the Pope. So, and again, Trump, by the way, Trump has been on the list a lot.
It's really the same dude.
At 5%.
At 5%.
For different reasons, yes.
Come on.
That's right. It is a low number. It's dispersed amongst a lot of different people, but the same names rise to the top. It's usually U.S. presidents, first ladies, religious figures, and then prominent pop culture figures, which is why this bodes very well for Donald Trump. People know who he is. He's built a brand over time. They admire that brand, even if he's prone to say some things off the cuff here or there. The fact that he's at the top of this list shows how far he's permeated the American people.
And it also gets back to the idea that we admire people that we hear about all the time, because I guarantee you people couldn't tick off individual accomplishments. So is that where we are in the political arena now?
I think that's where we are, and I think that's kind of a sad statement. Reality TV is as important as accomplishment and as ethical. It doesn't matter anymore. It's do they know your name?
What doesn't matter as much anymore is actual accomplishment. So to the point, Hillary Clinton, she was Secretary of State, but look what happened to the world while she was Secretary of State.
She was also senator. She was senator. She was first lady.
Yeah, title. What has she done to make the world a better
senator, though? And what did she failed in her initiative, on her health care initiative as first lady? I mean, it's not like her background is full of success.
It does you to feel like her whole career was an orchestration to get to this coronation, which, by the way, was derailed by some upstart guy with even a thinner resume than hers, which probably blew her mind, like, what the heck is going on here? But it does feel like when you watch this that she hasn't what's her signature law when she was a senator? What has happened to the world when she was in charge as the Secretary of State? Has the world get better or worse? These are things you actually would feel like someone could not run on. Not that it would be a resume booster, but that would be the kind of thing that you might go off to the sunset.
There are so few women at the top, and there are so few women who've held one of these jobs, never mind all 3 of them. I think she is an extraordinary icon. She remains so for women, and I know it drives Republicans crazy to hear that, and I don't want to be like her. I'm an independent, but she represents something.
I think it should drive women crazy, too, because you know what? You also want to have an accomplishment. You just don't want the titles. You also want to accomplish something with the titles. Speaking of accomplishments, Iraqi forces, they've retaken Ramadi from ISIS. But where do we go from here? We've seen this over and over again. This is huge. If we can beat ISIS over there, we can beat them over here. We'll be right back.